What's up, everyone? Welcome back. I am going to be giving you a brief tour of the world we have so far. This is the house that we built together initially. Some of the decorations we left in here when we were very first getting started, such as crafting table, furnaces, and we have added to this dramatically. Sectional sofa that is usable. You can sit on this, and it's really cool. I really like this sofa. Little kitchenette area over here with some barrels and cabinets from Farmer's Delight. Cooking pot, stove, both from Farmer's Delight. Little sink. I got a clock up here, and it just went off right before I hit this recording. But at noon, a little pig comes out and oinks at you 3 times. And at nighttime, when mobs are coming out, a creeper comes out. And so that's pretty neat. These curtains here are from Another Furniture, and if you right-click them, you can shut them. It's really cool. I like messing with these a lot. And upstairs is completely unfinished. There's just a couple beds up there. We didn't really do much with the upstairs. Did have a problem with Endermen coming and taking the blocks for the roof. I don't know what they did with them, but they always made off with them. I would like to put some curtains upstairs. I just never have yet. And then you will see me using on and off this interface here, which is Tom Simple Storage. And that is from here. All of these chests and everything here, there's no rhyme or reason to any of these chests. It's just whatever's in here is in here. But this beacon here is what is known as a full-powered beacon on a 4-story high solid pyramid of iron blocks, and is connected to this inventory connector on all these chests, and then a crafting terminal. And to be able to use this, you have to have an advanced wireless terminal. And what that does is, so I press my B key, and that opens up this interface here. And I can search up something like, let's say, table. I have a crafting table in here, numerous other tables, and I can click one of these, and I can craft this right from here without having to have a crafting table. And there are so many recipes that we already have, 38 pages worth, and I can grab any one of these and slap it in there and make a spruce window that's from the Create mod. I haven't tried that yet. I should try making one of those and see what it looks like. But then I have a chunk loader here that's from the mod chunk loaders, and that keeps all of this active while we are away from it. Because we can access our inventory from anywhere in the overworld, the end, or the nether. And we can, be on the go, out adventuring, and just pull from our inventory, put in our inventory, and craft. And if I don't have that mod, I really, really miss it. Starting off is, besides the house and that, is this lava farm that I made. And, simple little lava above there with some dripstones going into cauldron. But from the Create mod, there's fluid pipes going into here and in a great big storage tank. And what I could do with this is, if I take an empty bucket and put it under here, I can right click this depot here, and it will automatically fill out with lava. And I can take that, I can put a whole stack of buckets there, and it will just fill them up one at a time. And if I shift click this, bam, it puts it right into my inventory here. We're in the nether, so we got more buckets of lava we know to do with. Little trash pit here, and water in case you set yourself on fire. If I hurry back in the house, I might be able to make it before the clock chimes, so you can see the creeper come out. It should hit at 6 o'clock. Hopefully I didn't miss it. Oh, I think I did. Dang. Anyway, if we are still around here at, let's say, noon, then try to make it back when that little piggy comes out so you can see it. It's pretty cool. I'm going to take a bucket of water over here and show you some of the things with the create mod that interject, is that the right word? They coincide with other mods. So here I have harvesters that, if I can target it, mechanical harvester is what it's called. Yeah, mechanical harvester, there we go, from the crate mod. And then linear chassis and chests, radial chassis, and there's a water wheel down there as well. But what this will do is it will run around in a circle powered by water, pick these crops, and automatically replant their seeds from where it picked it from. And this farm, as small as it is, was so efficient that I actually had to shut it down and not be used for a very long time because we have more food we know what to do with. I'm gonna put some water down here. You see that going around, picking everything, and these two things are going to latch together, and that's just going to transfer everything down this conveyor belt to these storage drawers. It's automatically going to put them where they need to go, and if there's any poison potatoes, they'll pass by all of these and go into the lava here. And so that's really handy. But this storage drawers mod, if I come up here and like left click, let's say a carrot, bam, there's my carrot. And I have, you know, almost 4,000 potatoes, almost 4,000 tomatoes. You know, there's just more stuff in here than I'm ever going to use. 127 wheat, which I don't really pick a lot of wheat that much. But let's go shut this down so I don't sit there and run. Hopefully I can make it back. I might have to let it go around one more time. If there's nothing there, it'll just continue. And now. There, now it's shut down. But let's go up here. See, I have a clock up here that's ran by a clockwork bearing. And it's kind of nice because you can be anywhere in the farm and tell what time it is. So handy. I don't know about really handy, but it's fun to look at. But to start off this gigantic mess of whatever it is over here, let's go down here to where it all begins. Down here, I have a cobblestone generator that is powered by these conveyor belts. And these mechanical drills here will drill away and break this cobblestone, and there's 10 of them here, and 5 of them will go this way into this chest. And the other 5 will ride this conveyor belt up this hill and get thrown into crushing wheels that will crush the cobblestone into gravel. That will ride up here and it will crush the gravel into sand. And there's 2 byproducts with making sand, is flint and clay. And all of those will make their way down here along these conveyor belts. And the clay will get passed into here where 9 clay balls will get pressed into a clay block. And then there's lava in here with fans that are blowing hot air like it's smelting it. It will smelt the clay block into terracotta, and it will grind the terracotta and then wash it. And when it washes it, there's a chance it can become nothing. There's a chance it can become like dead sticks, which will get tossed into lava, or there's a chance it will make an iron nugget, or a gold nugget, I'm sorry. Gold nuggets will get passed into here. When there's 9 of them, it will press it into a gold ingot, and the gold ingots end up in here. Very, very slow, not very efficient, but a good way to make use of the clay balls. flint we do not need, so it will get tossed into here through that filter down into the lava. And all of this has been shut down because it makes way more than we can ever do anything with. Sand will come up here, and let me take a pile of sand here real quick, and I'll put it in here, and this will get passed this way where it will get washed and either disappear, or if I'm lucky, it will make a clay ball. And yeah, see, there's a clay ball. I will take this clay. I can click this to auto sort my inventory, which is super handy. Same thing over here, lava with fans. I can put my clay in here and then watch it travel down this conveyor belt here. And that will smelt it into a brick. And that is how we get our bricks. And we use a lot of bricks, so we smelt a lot of clay. I can also take sand and I can put it in here where there's this soul sand with that blue fire on it, and I can smelt sand into soul sand, so I don't have to go to the nether all the time to get soul sand. I can make my own, which is really handy. And while we're away adventuring, all this will keep running because I have another chunk loader up here that keeps this area active. I don't have any of these on because I don't need them on. Over here is an iron farm that will make cobblestone, and all this is shut down because it will make so much cobblestone it can't even keep up. And it will break this cobblestone and grind it into gravel, and it will throw it over here, and it will wash the gravel, and if it makes an iron nugget, it'll get passed into here to get pressed into an iron ingot. And if it has flint, flint will get tossed into the lava. Iron ingots make their way down this way, where they will end up in a chest right here and get passed up this way and get ready for the train to come pick it up. And then the same way with the other 5 of the cobblestone, you can see there's one sitting right there, is it will also get passed up here and the train will come pick it up as well. And another product that you need for the crate mod to create many of your machines is called andesite alloy. And that's what this big machine makes, is andesite. And again, it crushes, it'll create cobblestone and it'll crush it into gravel. And then it combines gravel with flint, and it will go in here, and if it has iron ingot or iron nuggets, it will combine those with andesite alloy, and it will make this. I'm sorry, not andesite alloy. Iron nuggets and flint, and it will make andesite alloy. So there's lava in here for the gravel and the flint, and it'll press it, and then ends up here. And we got so much of this that it don't even need to be running for a very, very long time. Over this way, I have a monorail that is, I previously recorded this video, but the sound was so bad. I'm not sure what was wrong with it. I did some messing around with my filters, and so hopefully this video comes out a lot better. But the monorail is down in the village down there that I will make my way to momentarily. But first, I want to make my way over to the factory to show you the machines that are running all this. So you can see the power lines up there that are running everything. And instead of having water wheels everywhere, which some of those machines, especially the iron maker and the andesite maker, would take a lot of water wheels. So instead, we got those power lines running and these great big steam engines. And these steam engines produce so much power that I could have probably 15 more of those machines and still have room to spare on the power. And again, I got this chunk loader here to keep these machines running. Or if I didn't have that chunk loader there, these machines would stop while we're away and then everything else would stop. I have tree farms out there that work the same way that that little crop farm does, but it has saws that cut down the trees and it will automatically replant them. And the logs will make their way this way. And sticks, saplings, and apples will get tossed into lava, which I need to fix that because we are running low on sticks. But I can keep track of this with a display link that is attached to these, and I can keep track of how full my storage is with birch and spruce. And originally it stopped here, but I had conveyor belts running underground outside over here, and the train can come pick these up. And it's a train that I can drive. It's a fully functional train, but it's kind of fun to ride it around. There's actually a whistle on it too that I can blow. Cow farm here with some spawner blocks. I know that's kind of cheap to use spawner blocks. When the cows get on here, they will get tossed over that way, yay! And in a completely ethical manner, they will go onto campfires that are ran by fans, and ever so nicely get made into steaks. And so I open this chest here, and you can see my steaks. I recently pulled steaks out, and I got all that leather left. Right outside next to it is my experience farm, where I can sit and gain levels for enchanting or repairing items that have mending on them. Again, spawner blocks, kind of cheap, I know. Please be nice to me in the comments. But those zombies will ride a water elevator all the way up there, and then they drop down, take a significant amount of damage where it just takes like 1 or 2 hits to knock them out. And if they drop anything, see, all their bad flesh gets tossed into there, and anything else they have gets kept right there. And tree farms are out this way. They got like 3 or 4 tree farms out there, and those are also shut down because, again, there's more than I can ever know what to do with out there. Make my way back this way to the very first pier that I ever built. Whoopsie, I always do that. Let's go this way. See the pier at nighttime to start. So down here is a fishing pier that boats can pull up to. There's some boat storage down here. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. It's the very first one I built. It took me forever to figure it out. And then down here is some storage areas that I might want to do something else with them. Put like maybe some leaf piles in there, or a composter with some leaves on it. Gives it a little more aesthetics. Over here is some shops and stalls. There's a blacksmith right here. Over this way is an enchanting station. And then right here is a librarian. There's no villagers or anything over here yet. So I might try to lure some over and see if I can give them jobs there. But I'm never over here enough to actually do anything with it. Up here is like inns, I guess, where fishers can stay the night. This one, a cheap inn, wouldn't cost a lot. 1 bed, 1 table and chair, and a wash tub. Over here, if you have more than 1 person with you, there is a 2-seat table, a wash basin with no water in it, a bed over here that has some storage up above, simple bedroom here, and then up above is another bed with some more storage up here, some lanterns hanging from the ceiling. And so this inn would cost a little bit more to stay at, being that it's bigger, a little more amenities. I have a hard time saying that word. And then another cool thing that I have here is an elevator that I really like these doors. Andesite doors, part of the Create mod. They're kind of bifolding doors. But up here, so I can click this elevator, right click it, use my mouse wheel to scroll up to top, and I can ride the elevator to the top floor. There's nothing up here yet because I make something and then I get distracted. An Enderman took part of my roof. Right there too. I start a project, I get distracted, and I abandon it. Just like I need to close all this in with glass or something. But I have different stops on here too. So I got the main floor, I got iron stop, diamond stop, and bottom level. Instead of going all the way to the bottom level, let's go to like maybe diamond. And diamond is, you know, wherever I put it at. So you figure out what level, you know, how far down diamond spawns, and drive the elevator in there, and there's drills below here that drilled through the rock initially instead of carving all this out. But I did have to dig down here manually to set up the these elevator contacts, and I should have a button here where if you're down here mining and the elevator's not here, you can push the button and the elevator will come to you. You can jump off, go do your mining, and then right click and go back to main and ride this back up to the main floor. I don't know why I'm putting that in there. I need my steak because I'm hungry. And almost back up to the main floor. You hear the steam engines here in a minute. There we go. And you can get off. One of the tree farms, the logs come up here one at a time, and they get burnt into charcoal, and the charcoal gets pressed into coal. I don't know why there's birch logs in there. There shouldn't be birch logs. They'll get pressed into a coal block, and the coal block gets pressed with lava into a diamond. And so essentially I have a fully functional self-sustaining diamond farm as long as I have the woodcutter out there running. And so that's kind of nice. I don't sit there and farm for diamonds. I can just kick that machine on if I need any. But we won't need diamonds for a very, very long time. Being here, you know, blocks of diamond, almost 5,000 of them. Then let's go under this walkway here. I think that's everything for this main area. We kind of dubbed it the main area. Under this walkway, that chicken is still here. Been there for days. We run across this bridge here to what I like to call Villager Island. And originally there was nothing on this island. And I decided that I was going to make a little settlement here. So come through here. And the farmer villagers, this place is full of villagers, and there's like 2 or 3 farmers. There's spiders here somewhere. They don't actually do anything with this farm. I had chests here hoping they would use it. They do not. The only thing they use is the composter, which I should put a hopper and a chest below there to at least capture the bone meal that they are making. But they pick crops, throw them on the ground, let them disappear. And then they'll get up here, they stomp, and squash the crops. Then over this way, I have a lighthouse up here that I really like. There is living quarters for the villager that runs the lighthouse. And that is in here. He's sleeping. Storage up above, a little flower, end table, the lantern, some more storage up here. And there's no door to actually get in the lighthouse, which I would like to fix that sometime in the future. But being that this is like next to the ocean, I put like some vines and stuff around here, kind of give it the, I guess, mossy with finger quotes look. Little dining area out here, some table chairs, and you can put 4 potatoes on each campfire, or beets, whatever you want, and they'll automatically pop off when they're done. And you can sit here and enjoy your potatoes. And then there's some little shops and stalls down here. Fishermen get up and they come over and they can buy fishing supplies or fish, and some supplies right over here. Being that this is surrounded by water and only one way on land that is completely blocked off by fence, I come over here one time forgetting I had bad omen, and this little place got raided, but pillagers, they're not swift over water, so it was easy pickings getting rid of them. There's a little archery area right here. You shoot the hay bales. Pray you don't miss, go through that window. And in here is more villagers who sit there staring at each other. I really like these birch shelves from Another Furniture mod. I really want to start making those because those look so cool. But yeah, little place for the villagers to stay. Storage drawers, like a little dresser, I guess, that they have. And then this big house right here, next to it, I have like a little dining area, campfire, some supplies sitting out here. That dude's got a lot of health. I do have a short uploaded where there's a iron golem holding out a flower to one of the villagers. Then in here, there's more little shops, and up here is more living quarters, more storage for them. I know I'm going through this kind of fast, and I apologize for that. And then over here is the librarian and enchanter. Another little sales area with a cat sitting outside that window right there. And they're meowing. I wonder if you can see me through the window. Must not be able to. Usually they'll turn and look at you. Another andesite door. A nice little seating area right here covered up by an awning. And then to get to one of our bigger builds, we're going to have to take a boat. So that's pretty much all for what we call Villager Island. So let's take the boat this way. And through the passage that's straight up ahead, and right at the entrance of the passage, there is a magma block underwater. And I keep forgetting it's there. And I run over it and it makes a loud noise and it scares me. And there's one point that I thought it'd be a good idea to park the boat right there, and it pulled the boat underwater and I had to go down and get the boat, which was not fun for me because in real life I have a fear of deep water that is called thalassophobia, and if you're not familiar with that, you can look into it. But apparently my fear of deep water also translates into games, because when I get in water, especially water this deep, I get severe anxiety. I don't even like going in the water. Here's another pier that I built, pretty much identical to the first one I showed you. Storage down here. This one looks a little bit better with the leaves and everything crammed in there. There is a crane right here that will unload supplies that are brought in, and I have a little boat out there. It's not functional, just aesthetics. But the crane, everything's sitting on a pallet and tied to chains, and some supplies back here that are waiting to be picked up and dispersed around the village. There's a watchtower right over here that Frosty built. I really like the way that looks. Over here, there's more storage for the pier. But when you first get here, you come upstairs, and there are some shops up here that you could buy stuff from. A bigger shop here with, covered up by an awning. Come over down this side, and on your left, you have a bigger shop that sells more products. And in this room, there are some witch hazel leaves scattered around, green apple skyrus leaves, and flowering skyrus leaves. Various supplies scattered around with some benches that were hold different products. Up above here is living quarters with some storage up above and end tables and stuff down below, table and chair for the villager who is staying here. Originally, I didn't think villagers can climb ladders, but the house that's, I guess this is the house right here. I seen them upstairs, so I don't know exactly how they got up there. Then right over here is the cartography table that I just heard him scribbling something on, and a librarian. And they can come out here and they can overlook this little pond right here at the fish, and flowers in the fountain. Really nice little view to sit out here and look at. And then come back out this way. I'm not going to shut any doors because they leave them all open anyway. Follow the path down this way. There is a beachside house. When the tide comes in, it's raised up on stilts, so nobody ever gets wet staying here. And I really like the way this one come out with the witch hazel leaves as a roof. And not quite decorated yet because, as I mentioned before, we start building something, then we get distracted and move on. Moss blocks, if you bone meal these, you can get azaleas out of them, which those make real good decorations when you put them on top of like a composter or something. Then right over here, one of my designs that I'm really happy with is a wagon with some supplies on it, and it's a campsite. So here's the tent with like a bedroll, some supplies in there, a chair next to a campfire, and if you put a hay bale below a campfire, the smoke goes really, really high, way higher than a normal campfire. And then on over this way is a trash pit that, with the walls there, you have to throw it ridiculously high to even get it in there. But in here, there's some supplies, storage stuff out here. You come in here, and there are tables, some wood, a stone cutter, some bricks. There is a blacksmith over here with a forge, quenching area, and an anvil, little working space. And all the villagers have jobs here except for the blacksmith. They will not take that job. More shops over here, various decorations for the roofs of them, and then living quarters for the villagers right over here. These stripped witch hazel logs look so cool. I really like those. Bunkhouse for the villagers to stay in. And then over this way is a wheat field with right across from it is storage for the hay bales, wheat, seeds, stuff like that. And seeds can be used to feed the chickens, which I don't actually think I have any stored up. But I got enough chickens for now, so I'm not going to mess with those eggs. Little storage area or little sales area over here that people can sell like animal products, eggs, milk, wool. Because in here, I have cows on the left side with the, you know, go outside when it's nice out. Storage area for hay and sheep on this side, and they are just so loud. And if we make our way back over this way, one of the cooler designs that Frosty built is a bakery. You come up here and you see that they sell green apple pie, pumpkin pie, sweet berry cookies, and blueberry pie, and a cake. And so the baker that's working in here and come over to one of these, and they can pull out one and toss it over to the person ordering. And then up here is the schoolhouse, and the interior is not finished yet. But the outside, I really love the design of the outside of this. And we need to get back over and finish some of these builds. It looks so cool. The inside of it, not finished yet. But I think we could really do something with this. And then I set down a lantern. I hope not. I think I did. Oh no, those were already there. Yeah, anyway. On over this way is another yet incomplete build that I started and didn't finish. And that is a castle. Now, I'm going to sleep real quick so you can see it better in the light. You cross this bridge and you come up to a castle with the waving flags. And I really like the aesthetics of the bushes with the signs around them on these towers here. And you cross this bridge here, and little place for people who protect the castle to come in. But out here there is absolutely nothing because, you know, distracted, abandoned the build, didn't finish it. I heard a spider. Maybe it's underground. But eventually I would like to finish this and have maybe a little town inside, or, you know, at least some houses. I'm not sure what I want to do with that yet. Make my way this way. There is a bee farm over here that I think we built this in less than an hour. And so come in here, and I really like this. Come in here and you can watch the bees do their thing. And we need to put some campfires down below here so we can make the bees passive when we come to collect the honey. And make our way back out this way. Let's go back to the dock. I think that's everything here at what we call the medieval village. We try to give everything a medieval aesthetic. And get back in the boat, and we will go to the village where the train is sitting at, and that is just right over this way. And note that cross right there, that landmark, that's going to be important for a little bit later. But making our way over here is another pier with some sales places on it where you can jump off and you can buy things. Same with up here, a bigger sales shop. Some more over this way. This one has a neatly colored roof over it. And some supplies scattered out right here. And we come down this way, and there is a brick path with a greenhouse on the left-hand side. There's not a lot in here, but I did think the aesthetic of it was really cool looking. And of course it's raining. Why wouldn't it rain? It always rains. And last time I come over here, I forgot I had Bad Omen and had to deal with a raid. Right over here is the train, and the I can jump in here and drive this. It's a fully functional train, but the wood and iron and stone that it picks up, these will couple together and they will offload whatever they have, and you can come over here and you can right click and pick them up. You can see all the supplies that are in there. 28,000 cobblestone, 4,000 iron. Yeah, there's no reason for the train to run right now. I would like to expand the tracks, however. to some of our other places and have drop-off points. Like, there's a little fishing area right over that way that I will show you here in just a minute. But over here is a little crop farm, and it has beetroot, tomatoes, cabbages, potatoes, and wheat, and the wheat is up there. A little ladder to get up there to it. I'm gonna make our way back down to the pier to get to the boat. Oh, first I like this little diving board. Jump off into the water. And there's a little umbrella with some seating that you can sit at. More supply stuff down over here. And coming back over to the boat, I'm gonna take an underground tunnel to get to the bigger fishing pier. So I have soul sand down here, so I could ride this either way and get back uphill. And it took me a little bit to figure that out, how I was gonna get back uphill. And I remember the soul sand trick. Create a little water elevator. And this took forever to mine all this out and fill it with water, because there was no water in here initially. Then here is the biggest rise in water levels. So come over here, jump out, and run around this pier. There's a lighthouse over this way. And on over this way is a little like swimming area. You can jump off and swim around in there. And over here is more storage. And there's nothing on the other side of this. I haven't built anything over there yet, but this one is considerably bigger and took forever to build. Come under the living quarters here, and there is, you know, living space with a single table and chair, storage up above, nightstand with a light on it. Over here is pretty much the exact same thing. And some supplies scattered around here. I did do a little more with this sales village in terms of, like, this one sells fish and ink, and you come over here and you could buy those. This one sells ink, this one sells fish, this one sells fishing equipment. So those little shops are kind of neat. And on over this way, there's more that they offer a little more over here in terms of, like, meats, fish. You could buy weapons from over here. I really like the design of these too, how those turned out. I've gotten so accustomed to building those that I could build them pretty quick. And I think I pointed out some various supplies scattered around here. And I think not too far over this way. We'll get back and, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and sleep. I don't want to get hit by lightning. So, back over this way. So one of the shader packs I have, one of them, the only one I have, after it rains, makes a really nice rainbow, which is really cool. And the clouds actually look like clouds. I like the way the water looks. It is really heavy on the graphics card to run this shader pack the way that it looks. But it does look really nice. And we'll come over this way to a village, not really a village, but a farm. I was working on for a little bit. So hop out, take the boat, make our way over this way, and come in here. There's not really a whole lot in here. Small little crafting area and nothing over here. Upstairs is living quarters with some storage, some basic supplies up here. But out here is, so it's like a great big farmhouse. No, not a great big farmhouse, but a great big farm. And I built this, and then I was gonna try to put like maybe some pumpkin or some watermelon right here, because there's pumpkin over that way. Put some animals over here, and I never did any of that. I got distracted with other stuff. So that one sat on the back burner till I guess I get back to it. But let's see what would be the fastest way. Remember, I have a waypoint set up. The only other one I remember is way back at the main area. And honestly, I think it'd be faster to travel this way. So I'm gonna take my boat. Then I'll travel the 500 blocks this way. Let's see. Got a monster over there? See a red dot on the map. But there is that lighthouse that I built. I'm not entirely happy with it. I would like to redo it at some point, at least the roof. Maybe put a door on it, some windows, or some kind of aesthetic. I don't know if it'd be faster to hop out here. There's a zombie burning up. Can you help me? The sun is so hot. What was that? I get shot at? So I'm gonna curve around this way and row another about 400 blocks. Shouldn't take too long at the speed this boat goes. But this is our latest creation over this way, is what we kind of call the ultimate survival house. And my house is, but it's ideally supposed to be like, you know, you can set up shop there and not have to travel very far. Everything should be there. I'm gonna go ahead and stop here. Pick up my boat. And Frosty built this great big forest here with jacaranda, skyrus, oak, blue enchanted logs. This really cool little water feature here. The fairy slipper flowers that are around here. Let's see. Rainbow eucalyptus, witch hazel. It all looks so cool in here. I really, really like the looks of this and the falling leaves and everything. This looks so cool. Like a nice little cozy place to sit. And come over here and there's a great big farm that goes all the way out to the other end of there. Some horses that we have. And then Frosty built this house and it turns out looking really cool. And then we have some turtles over here. We decided to, you know, give them shelter, and we fed them to try to breed more, and they laid these eggs, and those eggs just kind of sit there. I don't actually know how to make them hatch. And I don't want to hit them because I don't want to break them. But So this is Frosty's house. Inside is not decorated yet. I think she's still working on that. I come upstairs to, I'm guessing what would be a bedroom with a balcony over here. And I really like the way this balcony turned out. And it kind of tells me what happened to all the books that I had when I look at the lecterns over here. But with all the paper and sugar cane and leather we have, it won't be hard to make more books. Come over this way is mine that I built, and I kind of went overboard with this one. But I have little tomato farms over here, and then on this way I have some cows over here. This way I have some cabbage, little cabbage farms, a little beach that you can sit at and enjoy the sun, or, you know, sit in the water. Little beetroot farms on this side, sugarcane farm over here, and then some sheep this way, and then wheat where I can feed all the animals with. Up in here is a chandelier of glowstones and glowstones scattered around. Little kitchenette area with some cupboards and a skillet, a sink, and then a wash tub that you can hop into and wash up after a long day. And then down below here, come out down these stairs and around, I have a little mushroom patch right here, and then an enchanting area over here. I really like the looks of these Skyrus bookshelves that we found in the village when we were out exploring. Come up here to a crafting area. Got just about everything over here. And then a little bee farm down here. You can sit and watch the bees do their thing, so they're in fight over flowers. But that is pretty much the end of the world tour so far. I hope I didn't leave anything out, and I really hope the audio sounds better on this one. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like and subscribe button, as it greatly helps out the channel. And at the very least, if you would leave the video running in the background, that greatly helps as well. Until then, I will see you in the next build.